This is Perp back with another video, and I just got out of Scream 6. Man, this is definitely another one of my highly anticipated movies to come out this year. I really enjoyed Scream 5. I know it's been kind of mixed with some people. Some people have come around to it. Me personally, I've liked the direction it's been going so far. I won't go into spoilers. I'm going to say that for my live stream this Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you pull up for that. I'm going to have some dope people on the panel for that. You don't want to miss out. But I'm just going to give you my first initial thoughts. Is it better than the previous one? Where do I rank this? Where does this lie? Does this hold up with the other Scream movies? Does it surpass it? I don't think it surpasses the first one. I would still say the first one I enjoyed, but let's just talk about this movie, because this picks up shortly, like a few months or almost a year after the fifth one. You know, you have Sam, Tara, Chad, and Mindy. They are out here in New York and just trying to get away from things. Tara is, you know, trying to live a normal life, going out and partying. Sam is very kind of still trying to get her head right. She has an interesting conversation with her therapist, which, you know, one of my theories is, like, they have to do something interesting with Sam's character, and some of my predictions were pretty much right on the money with that, and I want to talk about that during my live stream. But if you want to check out those videos to kind of see what I'm alluding to, I'll put a link for both of those videos in the description below, because instantly after I got out of Scream 5, I was like, yo, they have to do something interesting with Sam's character. And I like her character a lot more in this than Scream 5, because I've watched Scream 5 like at least 3 times now, and she was always kind of like the weaker aspect to me. But here, like, they fully embrace who she is kind of in this movie, and I'm curious to see where this is going to go for 7. I like what they do with Jenna Ortega's character, where she now gets to not be sitting on the bench, literally, where she was kind of like out of the game, you know what I'm saying, in the fifth one, so she couldn't really be as mobile. But we do see her actually do some more things in this movie. Gail is also back in here in a very kind of small, I'm not going to say it's not necessary to have her in here. I could see where Sydney would have fit in with all of this, but that's one thing that's missing out of this movie is Neve Campbell. I know a lot of people are going to have thoughts about that. Me personally, I think there is room for her to come back to kind of finish all this off, because I definitely think there's still some Ghostfaces out there, and I like how they utilize Ghostface in New York, because I know that was one thing that people were curious about, is how are they going to incorporate Ghostface in a New York City type of setting. They do a perfect job. I love how they set up the opening kill in this, or shall I say opening kills, and that kind of ties into the overall plot and story of this film and the big twist. So now, like I said, you have Sam and Tara living out in New York. They have a roommate named Quinn, and things are starting to seem like kind of normal, but then more killings start to pop up. But it's interesting that we've never had the opening scene play out like that, where you have kind of two kind of perspectives. I don't want to like spoil anything for anybody that hasn't seen it, but you know, I'm trying to be as vague as possible, because I think it's an interesting twist that we've never seen Scream kind of do before. So that's something that's refreshing to see. The brutality in all these kills is fantastic. Yeah, man, and just I like what they like. Going back to Jenna Ortega real quick, I know I'm going all over the place, but it's just I have so many thoughts. Jenna Ortega, and now I would say Tara's character has now kind of had a thing for with Chad. They're doing something with Chad's character. Chad is also starting to kind of be one of my favorite characters, or one of my favorite characters of this movie. I definitely like Mindy, her being kind of like the new Randy kind of character, explaining these new rules, but the rules kind of subverting your expectations. I know people hate that term, but they definitely kind of, they did an interesting twist, because there's certain rules that have been placed in different movies. Like the first one, you got just, the basics. That's where everything starts from. And then the second one deals with sequels. Third one, trilogies. And now you got the fourth and fifth one where they deal with remakes and requels. This one is really the theme of franchises. And I didn't think about that. And you think of Marvel, or you think of just any big franchise movie, legacy type of movie. That's how this movie has been treated, especially with the marketing. The marketing has really been on point. And for me, I think I'm okay with this movie. I will put it really high, because like I said, the way they utilize Ghostface in this setting is really dope, because he doesn't really play by any rules. He doesn't really care. He'll kill somebody right in front of a bunch of people. It doesn't even matter. And it's also interesting how they utilize Easter eggs, literally utilize Easter eggs, because there's a clue with all the different masks that you see throughout the movie. It's really dope. I like how they even have a post-credit at the very end, and it's very Marvel-esque, very trollish. You don't have to stay around for it, but it is kind of funny, in my opinion. The twist at the end was really crazy, and like I said, what they do with Sam's character, I really like, and I'm curious to see how that's all going to play out in Scream 7, because that has been confirmed that they are going to start shooting that towards the end of the year, so we can definitely we don't have to wait too long for another Scream movie. I just hope that they don't rush it, but it seems like they already kind of had all this in plan. So yeah, I definitely would recommend go checking this out. If you're a Scream fan, I would probably have to, I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna let it soak in. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna try to probably watch it again tomorrow night or something like that, if I can get around to it, because there's a lot of stuff that happens. Like I said, I think these are some of the brutalest kills of the franchise. Just straight up, just in your face. That's why I really appreciate these newer Scream movies, that they're trying to do something different, something bold, and I'm all for it, man. Let's go crazy with this franchise. It's about time, you know what I'm saying? So let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments below. I will have more to say about this movie during my live stream this Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely make sure you pull up for that. You don't want to miss out. Like I said, I'll have more to say. Have to be pretty vague, because I don't want to spoil anything for nobody that hasn't seen this movie. It's definitely worth checking out this weekend. Definitely make sure you get around to watching it. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.